Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Oh my god, boys and girls, we're about to get loud on this one. And if you're within the sound of my voice, guess what? That must mean that you're in the seats with once more. As always, my name is Dave Voigt, and I'm the host of this podcast where we sit down with a wide-ranging variety of entertainment industry professionals. We pick their brain about current projects, state of the industry, how they got started, and so very much more in a light and in a conversational fashion. And if you like how we do things around here, I will assume that you do, because let's face it, you're listening right now. And if you are, please keep listening and subscribe. Hit the old subscribe button, give us a 5-star rating on your podcast provider of choice. We're available pretty much everywhere. Places like Apple, Amazon, Spotify, Google, and plus we archive every single one of our episodes over at our In the Seats YouTube channel, so please do us that kindness and give us a like and subscribe over there as well. Also, don't hesitate to check us out on social media. We're on the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, the Letterboxd, the TikTok, and probably a few other places. Threads, Blue Sky, I lose track. But we're at In the Seats for all sorts of fun updates. And finally, and I do dare say most importantly, please pay us a visit over at In the Seats, intheseats.ca for all the latest and greatest from the world of film, television, basically the moving image at large, because guess what? If we love to watch it and write about it and talk about it, we love it all that much more when you come by and read about it and listen about it. So please do us that ultimate kindness, come on by and pay us a visit. On this episode, it's time to get intense as the 3-episode season premiere of Season 2 of Twisted Metal is now online with our friends over at Paramount Plus. And in Season 2, following the revelations of the big finale in Season 1, John Doe and Quiet find themselves entering the deadly Twisted Metal Tournament, a sinister demolition derby hosted by a mysterious man known as Calypso, as they try to survive an onslaught of dangerous new foes and familiar faces, including the murderous clown Sweet Tooth. Things get complicated for John, though, when he reunites with his long sister, the vigilante Dollface. The explosions, the action, the car chases, the fun is back on Paramount Plus, because Twisted Metal Season 2 Stephanie, obviously, thank you for the time, and just congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
Now, I gotta ask, this is something I always want to ask an actor.
Yeah.
Because honestly, coming off a great run off of the 9/9, and when you get another one, I've got to imagine, because you never know how the show's going to end up. Like when you get that call, hey, there's going to be a Season 2, is there sort of this exhale moment? Like, oh my God?
Yeah, you're like, oh, I can fund my 401k, absolutely there's an exhale, because when you're an artist, you're constantly sort of going, like, what's the next thing? How am I going to, support my family? How do I, make sure that I'm okay for the future? You just never know what's going to happen and what's not. And so to get a Season 2 is very wonderful in terms of, like, the sort of logistical bits of it.
Yeah.
But also, there's something really wonderful that happens when you connect with the character and the world and your showrunner. I think a showrunner is so important to a show.
Totally.
And Michael Jonathan Smith is he's such a huge fan of these games. He's, like, so true to them. He played them. He was obsessed with them. It's part of why he was given the show to run, right? And, like, I just love the character so much. Like, Quiet, I just felt so connected to her. I felt like so much of her was part of me, and so I was really, really, like, over the moon. That's such a term, gross, vomit in my mouth, but, like, I was that I got to do it again. And I feel like what we did in season 2 leveled up everything that we put in place in season 1. Like, I feel like it just, like, we went for it in season 2. And so, you know, I just am hopeful that people like it as much as we liked it when we were making it.
And I mean, just character name alone, it feels like they're giving you rope. They're giving you room to play.
They are. I'm one of the lucky ones too, because there's nothing. The games don't have, my character's not in the games, right? Like, she's a new entity, so, you know, I'm picking up stuff off the page, but also I'm like bringing to her what I think is fun, what I think is funny, her sensibility, what I think is, and MJ and I are so in tune with each other that way. Yeah. So, like, you know, we'll stand around and like kind of riff off a joke and see if we can find something better and funnier, something that's gonna try to make us crack up or make the crew crack up. That's the best, when the crew is laughing. That's when you know you really got it.
Is that, like, that leads into the next question. Do you get sort of room to improvise, to go off script, as it were?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the big story points are necessary to move everything along, but the jokes can always be like a little, you know, like, what's a little better, what's a little funnier, what's a little stupider, you know? I think that's sort of what, to me, the highest compliment that I can give a joke is, oh my God, that's so stupid. And that's where I know it's really starting to hit. And I think our show is, you know, it's this like great mix of really, really aggressively intense action and like wiener jokes, which, like, to me is the best, you know?
I mean, honestly, coming off of season 1, I mean, your character's getting a little bit of layers, a little bit of drama.
A little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of layers. There's a little bit of drama. I mean, there's a lot of backstory in season 1 about Quiet's life, which was, let's be real, an absolute hell.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So to see her kind of take ownership over herself and move forward in the world, and then, you know, be by John's side, and then be swept up in the world of the dolls at the beginning of season 2 is really cool. And then to see how she navigates the tournament, and like who, you know, the tournament's difficult because there can only be one winner at the end, exactly, you know. Yeah. Calypso's not giving out a bunch of wishes. Like, it's one ending, it's one story that's gonna win. I mean, obviously, if you're a fan of the games, you know that you could get a bunch of different endings.
Right.
However, in our version of this, there's one winner, and so, like, who's gonna win, you know? And how does that all work out? And how does it work? Can you be a team? Does the team have to split up? Who has to fight who when? There's no, I mean, the person making the rules is an absolute maniac named Calypso. So, like, what's going to happen?
Now, I got to ask, was it good to have sort of a bit of a sidebar with the dolls this season? Because, I mean, obviously, first season, bit of a dude fest.
A little bit of a dude fest, you know. There's a lot of dudes around. But, I don't know. I feel like it was really nice to have some new characters, period. Some of them happen to be women. Some of them are men. All of them are fantastic actors. All of them are really great people. There's a bunch of episodes where it's really ensemble heavy, and all of us would sit around in the holding room all together just shooting the shit, and it was really, really fun. Everybody liked each other. We all got along. There were multiple nights where we would, like, you know, go out for a little beer afterwards, and it was really, really, it felt like a bunch of friends, like at summer camp or something. It was really fun.
Now, I mean, were you a gamer going in? Did you have to sort of explore this world?
I did explore the world, yes. I thought it was my responsibility to the fans of the game to know something about it, right? I'm not just going to go in blind. But I was not ever a gamer, although I spent a lot of my adolescence in, you know, people's houses and basements where everybody was sitting around playing some kind of game. So I know what the sensibility of the show is, right? Like, the vibe of the show is a bunch of friends sitting around playing a game, right? And making each other laugh. And, like, I think MJ and the writers have done a really incredible job of, like, capturing the feeling of playing the game while you're watching the show, which is my hope that I've also done something to help that as well.
Was anybody on set sort of? I mean, I know Joe Snow is a notorious gamer. Like, was someone's trailer sort of the notorious hangout spot to play games?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, Mike Shaw's trailer was like the workout trailer. My trailer was the cozy trailer. I think I had like 4 rugs in there and like a huge blanket, lights, and a plant and stuff. I had like a, you know, diffuser going on. I'm telling you, I'm a really girly girl. I don't like Like, people would come into my trailer and have to take off their shoes because I was like, I don't want any dirt around. Like, be careful. Meanwhile, I'm covered in, like, slime and blood, you know. But yeah, I think it was we would more spend time with each other on set. We just really liked each other.
That's always fun.
I think that shows through in a show. I mean, on Brooklyn, we all really loved each other. We really liked playing together and seeing how we could make each other laugh and how we could one-up each other. And it makes for better work, I think, when you're challenged by people. And the same thing happened in season 2. We had so many great actors and comedians come together that it was impossible not to try to, like, up your game a little when you're playing with them. And I just really loved the vibe that we all had. I think it shows through in the season.
No, I mean, I know you got to direct an episode on Brooklyn. Is the itch there for you to sort of explore this world one day if the run keeps going?
Imagine! No! I don't think I could ever... I mean, I'll say this. There's so many elements of directing this show. Yeah. There are huge action sequences. And at the same time, there are these really, like, intimate scenes. And I think we were really lucky this season. We had an incredible array of all kinds of different directors. And all of them handled it so beautifully and well. And I don't think I would... I mean, like, hands off. I mean, like, I'm doing enough trying to just, like, maintain looking like I'm actually driving the car. I don't think I could, like, actually drive the car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I want to captain this ship.
What is it about a character like this that, at the end of the day, jumps off the page for you? Because I mean, even in watching it, I see a little bit of Diaz. I see quiet in Diaz, and sort of like it's one of those things where you're really getting to own the part.
Yeah, you know, ultimately, it was more the world that was built. That, I mean, the character obviously is incredible, right? The fact that she, you know, has had this really tragic backstory that has caused her to, like, shut herself off from the whole world and not speak until she meets this ding-dong of a person, right? John Doe. But it was the world that he built. It was the world that was built that I was, like, fascinated by. Like, what is this world in which you're just, everything is you could die at any moment. Everything is high stakes. There's no, like, just sitting back and relaxing, right? Like, this is just go, survive. And there's something about that to me that's really, like, energetic and interesting and fascinating and, you know, like, the rules of the world, the way, I mean, even just, like, I can't remember what episode it is. It's in season 1 where you see where Quiet's from and the great lie that has been told to her, which is, like, you know, you get your, like, you work this much and then you get your freedom. And, like, that's the other thing is, like, this show is really smart in that it is this fun action comedy show, but it also is saying something. And I think that's also why fans of the game have responded the way that they have, because it's a really smart show. It's talking about, you know, what it's like to not have and what it's like to have and why the divide between the two is so big and whether or not we as, like, individual human beings can do something about it. And I think the answer is yes. I really do. And I don't know, this show's exploring it in this really, like, interesting, cool way. And it also has wiener jokes, which, like, again, I enjoy.
I mean, just to wrap it up, I have to ask, you're known for all these high energy parts. Like, is there a desire for you to get a role where, you know, you're sick in bed for 2 months?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I just like what I like. I don't know. I just like the stuff that I like. I respond to stories that feel really real. I'm very, very grateful that I've gotten to play the stuff that I have. I mean, I constantly feel challenged by the stuff that I've been able to be a part of, and I feel like people respond to what I'm bringing to it, so I just want to keep doing it. I just want to do it, like Dolly Parton said, I'll be doing this till the day I die. I hope I drop dead in the middle of a song on stage doing what I love to do.
Great line. I mean, I hope that doesn't happen, but keep up the good work, and honestly, thank you for the time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave.